He could've, but his parents said no. Michael is a really gifted kid. 10th grade prodigy studying mathematics at a 10th grade level, wow. And the big-brained intellectual replies, how is he a prodigy if he is on grade level? I was in the 6th grade and had a 10th grade math level and 12th grade reading level. They wanted me to skip middle school, but my parents said no. This average math skills. Wow, this individual's mind has ascended beyond the point of comprehending satire. As I enjoy this delicious onion, hello Redditors of the internet, Noble Xenon here, and welcome to r/IAmVerySmart, part 8. Let's get started. For this next one, a lot of people are fans of delusions, but not this guy. Yeah, I am not a fan of delusions. Substance-induced or naturally occurring. They're just an endless warped rabbit hole, like a milder but never-ending bad trip that distorts perception, feeling, and behavior without ever being clearly recognized as such, for as long as delusion lasts in a significant way anyways. And Neo2 replies, I think what he wanted to say was, oh yeah, drugs are bad because they don't make you feel happy for stuff that actually happened. That's what I heavily dislike about most people who appear here. They just think they can be D-bags because they look vaguely smart. For this next one, we travel in time. Girls with the time machine. I'm your granddaughter. Really? Boys with a time machine, you guys gotta try this. Sends machine guns to the American Revolution. Oh my god, America's gonna take over the world. Meanwhile, Big Brain replies, whoever made this meme got their understanding of firearms from video games. Of course, M240 machine gun automatically beats musket. Duh. Except, not really. First off, a single machine gun isn't gonna be enough to change history. Secondly, the person seems to have failed to bring ammunition, spare barrels, spare parts, a cleaning kit, or any of the other myriad items necessary to keep a machine gun operational for an extended period. In conclusion, this meme is simplistic and childish. Some people really do love to read into things a little too much. There seems to be a stick lodged firmly up your ass. At this point, I doubt you would even be able to remove it. I'd say the rod up his butt has a rod up its butt. Big-brained individual replies, you really like butt stuff, huh? It's pretty fun, not gonna lie. For this next one, simp smarter, not harder. He was an idiot. You referred to your areolas as nips. Fornicate not with the idiot man, for you may then have an idiot child. Instead, fornicate with me, for I will give you an intelligent child. Happy face? For this next one, have a seat. It's time for the armchair psychologist. She doesn't look happy, and she is looking at the camera and not you. This is a clear sign that she is not into you, but in the marriage itself. I think there are some reasons for this marriage. Obviously, you offer an advantage she gains from you. Believe me, I saw many things in my life in human psychology as my best. I see and analyze, and it's always correct. You know what an entire marriage is like from a single picture? What? Meanwhile, the reply, she's looking in the camera because the photographer said now look in the camera. All of her poses were choreographed. Relax. This dude went so deep into psychology that he forgot the simple fact that people can pose for pictures. For this next one, looks like he didn't understand the assignment. In 6 words or fewer, write a story about this photo. Hashtag 6-word story, hashtag writing community. 6 words or fewer is not a story. It is a sentence. It is a statement. It is a phrase, a question, an answer. It is everything but a story. You simply cannot construct a story with only 6 words or less. It is just grammatically incorrect and very nerve-wracking to call it that. You know, people who write concisely and in a way people can understand are smarter than those who use giant words. For this next one, must be hard to be in the online sometimes. Why am I so sensitive to writing errors? Over the past year or two, especially, I've noticed that I'm extremely sensitive to English writing errors whenever I see them. The last time I was tested on my English was during my ACTs before college, where I received a perfect score of 36 for the English portion, be it a grammatical mistake, a typo, ostensibly random words capitalized in titles, people not finishing a sentence, etc. My eyes seem to be strongly drawn to any mistakes. Most of this comes from random people on Reddit, Facebook, Twitter, etc. For example, I'll see someone selling something on Facebook Marketplace and not even finish writing the title of what they're selling. If you're selling a boat for $3,000+, why end your title in "but needs new"? New what? Aren't details like this somewhat important? LOL. I mean, yeah, it is annoying when people cut things off because in that case, it is actually affecting the way you can understand things. But a small grammatical mistake that isn't affecting the way you understand something is not really a problem. Thankfully, I don't find too many errors in the New York Times. I mean, yeah, there's a difference between a published newspaper and a random Facebook post. Are people just lazy in their spelling? This goes for any age, sex, race, ethnicity, etc. I just pick it up all the time and get really angry for some reason, when 99.9% of the time it legitimately doesn't frickin' matter in any way. Yeah, it doesn't matter in any way, so why are you getting so angry? I have no idea who these people are. They may not speak English as their first language, they may not have had the privilege or luck to get the type of education I did, they may be older and not be as savvy with a keyboard or PC, or plenty of other perfectly reasonable explanations. I make mistakes too, although few, and I do try to correct them. I've probably even made one in this post. Regardless, I still find myself being drawn to mistakes and immediately judging random internet strangers' intelligence, and questioning their right to have an opinion, which is completely unfair of me. At least this person admits it. This also goes for speaking. Depending on how good you'd respond to "how are you, I'm doing well" or "good," I immediately pick it up and judge subconsciously. You know what? At least this person is somewhat self-aware and recognizes there's a problem, unlike other IAmVerySmart types around here. By the way, if you're really enjoying the video, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button and a little notification bell, but only if you really want to though. For this next one, 5'7.9" guy be like, "You said you're 5'8", but honestly, we grow at odd numbers, and don't forget the fractions of the inches and millimeters and even the molecular, atomic, and subatomic fractions that make up ourselves. Plus, we get shorter later in the days while we're taller in the mornings." More like, you meant to say you're approximately 5'8". Growing odd numbers just makes it sound like you go from 5'7" to 5'9", completely skipping 5'8". For this next one, watch out ladies, the iFunny biologist knows literally everything about the female brain. Women's brains are programmed to fall in love with the men who they sleep with. Programmed? Are they robots? They excrete bonding hormones like oxytocin in the same amounts for orgasms that they do for childbirth. Women bond to lovers like they do their own children. It's evolution. It's biology. You sound like a loser. Your cute little persona and overall account seem great. It's too bad you spout random insults at people who state biology on the internet. I hope you either grow from this experience or end up dead in some dumpster after you attend some sketchy convention. Tell strangers to grow from their experiences, then immediately tells them that they hope they end up dead in a dumpster. For this next one, his thought level is higher than this plane of existence. Oh my. LOL, too funny. No, I just enjoy playing with idiots as I always get comments like this that deflect from the topic. It's so fun playing with people who think on the singularity rather than on my own level of thought. I know, it's over your head, and that got a thumbs down. Ladies and gentlemen, this person is so smart and so rich, they can buy you. Does this person think they're Elon Musk or something? Let's find out. I may not be as intelligent as you think that you are, but my computer science degree guaranteed me a job with good income. Few more years of experience and I get the status of software engineer, from which I managed to buy a house, a car, get married, and spend money on useless shit in less than 5 years of working. Dude, my laptop alone costs more than 3 months of your income if you have any. Also, I am planning to buy a second house. Tell me what you did with your, quote, intelligence. So, it doesn't matter how much intelligent I am. I played the right cards in the right time and now I am chilling. And I forgot most of the technical and theoretical things I learned in school. It's 7 to 8 years since I graduated and I don't need to remember everything that I don't need. But one thing's for sure, my knowledge and practice is beyond what you will ever know. My brain is ascended, but in an asylum, the doctor's the strange one, and I am the doctor. Your little brain needs this clarification. Now, there is one thing, I don't sound professional at all. Yeah, I think we all knew that one already. compared to some wannabe smartasses here and real smartasses. And why should I even try to be? Take a look at the subreddit. It says r/IAmVerySmart. There is no point on showing off with my knowledge here. There is one place where I need to show my knowledge, and that's my workplace. All I'm doing here is telling Windows fanboys that Linux doesn't require to have those problems that someone faces. Basically, what I always say is Linux sucks as much as every other OS, sometimes more and sometimes less, especially compared to Windows. And the problems you face don't have to apply to others, but people like you get triggered and don't even know how to reply to those words. Wait, so all of this was over a Linux versus Windows argument? Then how is all of that relevant? Now I have to return to Amazon and waste some more money, ha ha ha. Maybe I will hire you to do the shopping for me. I don't like to mention my finances. Not even my wife knows how much money I make. But I love to spit it on your face. And why am I doing it? Because you, F-slur, can't ever stick to the topic but have to insult someone's person. Says the person who can't stick to the topic. And now we have ourselves a 1-star review. The hotel owner didn't really know what to say to this one. 1 star. What an absolute disappointment. The thought of charging ridiculously unreasonable prices for one night of inadequate and unsatisfactory shelter is appalling, to say the least. The disrespect to even think about pricing your establishment services so high while being located in the middle of a desert next to a freeway is incomprehensible. Not even advertised recognition of a highly regarded status excuses such an arrogant misuse of essential hospitality. It's nothing but inhumane to expect someone looking for a night of refuge to expend a payment so impactful towards their hard-earned resource proposed to maintain their health and safety as well as the ones they love. You disgust me. Meanwhile, the owner simply replies, "Thank you for your feedback. Safe travels to you in the future." Ladies and gentlemen, this next one is so smart. His mind so ascended that he can do 2nd grade math. Oh my goodness. I think you're stupid. 2 + 2 = 4. 4 × 2 = 8. Easy. That's what I like to call quick maths. Try to help my manager with his computer and phone. Needless to say, I am not working there anymore and only started last Thursday. It comes with a caption, "Got triggered off of me including peace of mind in a sentence. He called later and yelled at me as well. Backing up stuff now. Gonna reset my computer." Yeah, I think if it's peace of mind for you, just reset the computer. It is maybe running at 1/3 of the speed. Also, maybe have to turn power options to high. You have an attitude. Did you do that already? I didn't mean to have an attitude. I'm just trying to help. Okay, well I guess I apologize, but I think that was surprising to me how taken aback you are from the phrase. Before you reset your computer, you can try to disable Cortana, reset it, and see how it runs. For your phone, I'm not sure since my phone is way older, so I don't think I can be of much help. You either have an attitude or are being stupid. Basically, I have tested at 170 IQ or so, 165 or so, let's say. I was in the Michigan Honors Program. I took combinatorics first semester. Business school was #1 the year I graduated. I am 21 years older than you. You said 25 or 26, not sure why. I typed 96 words per minute with no mistakes. That was what I was clocked at. There is a chance that it's just ignorance and not thinking hard or using the wrong word choice, but I'll say 97% thinking I'm not a genius. Not assuming I'm one, should say, which you should do, and if don't, it's plain stupid. Like, I don't believe Earth, I mean you. What in the world? And someone replies, sounds like he was an insecure a-hole anyway. The only people that I've ever known that cite their IQ as making them better than others or intelligent at all are huge. This next one's titled, Am I doing manly activity? No, I am just being very smart. Am I off playing video games, watching sports, or hitting on women? No, I'm lying here trying to understand why light reflects. #nerdlife. #sometimes it's a curse. For this next one, a teacher is too smart for their students. After catching myself explaining neutron degeneracy pressure to a 7-year-old, I've officially realized that elementary school students are too young for me. I'm a middle school teacher. I don't think middle school students would understand you either. True intelligence is knowing how to explain things to the right people. For this next one, nothing like a Facebook post at 1 a.m. to bring your secret religious philosopher friends out of the woodwork. Who's up for some 1 a.m. insomnia thoughts with your old pal? The problem with being an empiricist is that its implicit axioms do not allow you to trust in your own individual experience with the divine. Because an alleged confrontation with the divine is not a repeatable or generalizable experiment, empiricism will immediately dismiss it. Empiricism will claim that because your confrontation with the divine lacks repeatability and generalizability, this stands as evidence for the lack of God's existence. What empiricism fails to realize here is that God's lack of empirical properties is precisely what would enable him to possess divine qualities. If he were not differentiable from the natural empirical world, would he be a god or just something, quote, natural? If we could measure the immortal with the same tools we use to study the mortal, what would that make him? God's playing by different rules because he's not a part of the natural world. God's too big for empiricism's instruments. Don't mistake not being able to measure God for the reality of his existence. I've concluded that God does not want to be measured, but he wants to be met. Wow, this dude's mind has the power of God on its side. And for this last one, this guy was posting easily falsifiable statistics and I called him out. Then this happened. By the way, don't be an assumptive ass. I will verbally eviscerate you in debate based solely on the fact that I didn't speak without immense preparation to back my aforementioned statements. You label me as combative, yet I would also wager you have an inkling to who you think I voted for. Therefore, you think you know me based on my adversarial opinion to your narrative. I betcha you wrong, Homeslice. But keep playing my hand for me. Being led by the mentally superior is a good look for you. Also, my digs are because you pose that I would say something that I wouldn't. Kinda peeved at that ish. It gets me all wordy and effing irritated. I'm not attacking your character per se, just your platform. I just wanted to clarify that for civility's sake. By the way, we'll end it right here for civility's sake. Anyway, I'd like to thank all of my patrons, especially Benjamin's the Lonely Galumba, That Ducking Bug, Spoonie the Rogue, Seth Southwell, Kettle and Cormendi, Henry Jeff Mickelson, Cole Pollock, and Bacon Cat. You can join in the link below, and thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like. If you have something interesting to say, don't forget to comment. And if you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe and hit the little notification bell. See you guys next time.